In 2010, a family walked into a large electronics store. The father was looking closely at a Panasonic plasma television, but he had a specific, practical concern. "The kids play soccer inside the house," he told the salesperson. "If a plastic ball hits this screen, is it going to break?" The salesperson didn't answer with a spec sheet. He stood up, wound back, and punched the center of the screen. The television kept playing perfectly. Then he hit it even harder. Still nothing. The father, stunned, mentioned they also needed a glass TV stand, but worried the material might shatter. The salesperson, who weighed roughly 200 pounds, promptly climbed on top of a display stand and told the father to get up there with him. Under the weight of 2 adult men, the glass didn't move. The family purchased 10 items on the spot, 5 televisions for themselves and their relatives, plus 5 matching glass stands. This is what sales professionals call the Majestic Trick. It is a sudden, dramatic physical performance designed to completely shatter a customer's expectations and instantly secure a sale. The entire psychology of this method relies on communicating a single, undeniable physical message. We go far beyond what you expect. Imagine shopping for a vacuum cleaner. Instead of talking about motor wattage or filter design, the salesperson turns the machine on and uses the suction hose to lift a 22-pound bowling ball clean off the floor. This strategy scales all the way up to global heavy industry. At a gathering of mining executives, Caterpillar wanted to prove the braking power of its largest mining dump truck. They loaded the vehicle with 410 tons of material. The 204-ton truck accelerated to 37 miles per hour and then braked directly in front of the audience. The massive machine came to a complete, abrupt stop in less than 98 feet. Or consider a company selling bathroom slippers. They built a smooth, highly sloped wooden ramp, covered it in soap and water, and filmed a man walking up the incline while carrying a second person entirely on his back. The logic operating in the buyer's mind is inescapable. If slippers maintain their grip on a soapy slope under the weight of 2 adults, slipping on wet bathroom tiles is impossible. By surviving an extreme, impossible condition, the product guarantees that everyday use will be completely effortless. But there is a hard truth about these demonstrations. The physical trick does not actually create the sale on its own. Through years of branding and advertising, a company completes 70% of the buyer's journey before speaking to a customer. Yet the container isn't full. Without a final push for that remaining 30%, the buyer will walk away. Hit a thick tree trunk with an axe 100 times, and it remains standing. It only falls on the 101st strike. The Majestic Trick is that final strike. It is useless without the foundation of the first 100 strikes, serving exclusively as the definitive final push to close an existing lead. Beyond closing immediate deals on the sales floor, this technique is a formidable tool for virality and brand association. Years ago, an independent mobile phone store owner built an online empire around a single routine. He would take a modern smartphone, apply a specific screen protector, and violently throw the device over 30 feet onto concrete. He integrated this physical stunt into his standard business greetings. Before introducing himself at meetings, he would hurl the phone against a wall, pick it up, and display the flawless glass to the room. The appliance company Blendtec achieved a similar effect. By dropping smartphones, heavy wooden blocks, and golf balls into their blenders, they generated over 300 million views globally without spending massive amounts on traditional marketing. You might forget that phone salesman's name. You might forget the exact address of his store. But the image of a man throwing a phone 30 feet across a room becomes a mental anchor. The extreme visual burns into the consumer's memory, ensuring the business is vividly recalled for years. However, engineering this kind of spectacle requires strict boundaries. It is highly volatile and inherently dangerous for certain types of businesses. Picture a salesperson at a Louis Vuitton boutique pulling out a lighter and holding a flame under a $2,000 leather jacket to prove its durability, or deliberately smashing a glass perfume bottle against a marble floor. For a luxury brand, that chaos is destructive. Your closing technique must perfectly align with your brand's market positioning. If a high-end label resorts to aggressive retail stunts, it actively cheapens the product and dismantles the brand's reputation. If your business does align with this physical approach, there are two distinct ways to find your trick. The first path is to simply test the unexploited limits of your current product. That phone-throwing salesman didn't invent some magical material. Modern flagship phones are already constructed with highly reinforced shock-absorbent glass. He merely had the courage to exploit a physical tolerance that consumers didn't realize was built into the device. The second path requires active engineering. You create a Trojan horse, a specialized, extreme product added to your portfolio specifically for spectacle. This specialty product doesn't need to generate profit. Its only job is to act as a magnet. It captures the audience's attention through spectacle, bringing them into your ecosystem so you can sell them the standard, everyday items that fund your operations. Building a recognizable brand and establishing customer trust is a slow, grueling process. But by engineering a perfectly calibrated Majestic Trick, you equip yourself with the ultimate weapon to bypass hesitation and definitively close the sale.